It me, da Doom. Welcome to the hall. Welcome, Wargamers, to another KingBonezi hobby vlog. This is my second hobby vlog, and as promised, I am doing the Iron Hills Dwarf Captain with warspear and shield. So the original one that came in the pack with the banner bear. So I really like this model. I really like how they added the crest and the fur and the cape as well. I really like that. In the Chronicles book, it just shows that they had a crest as well as more gold on their armor, and that the gold actually had a bit of a green tint to it, which I'm going to add. But I really like that they added the cloak because it's really cool. I really like the fur look to it. I've scarred up his shield as well, and so yeah, when I'm done with the base coat, I will be coming back. As well as this base is completely done. I did it at another date, so no base updates will be needed because it's already done, it's already drilled. So yeah, I will come back once he is base coat. This is my Iron Hills Captain with warspear and shield base coated. So he has we'll start with the steel, which I've done in a dark blue mix steel. And then I have Rhinoxide for the fur, Balthasar Gold for the gold, Vestigor Flesh for the flesh parts, Corn Red for the red, Abaddon Black for the black spear shaft, and that's the colors I used for him. I will then be washing him in Nuln oil, except for the face, which will be Reichland Flesh Shade. And I'll come back to you when that is done. Oh yes, the shield, I did not put paint inside of the cracks because they wouldn't have put paint inside of the cracks. So I will be coming back once he is washed. Wargamers. So I have now washed my Iron Hills Captain, and pretty much it was just Reichland Flesh Shade on the face and Nuln oil all over. You may, however, notice that the gold has a slight green tint. This is because after that dried, I did a mix of Warpstone Glow and Nuln oil to have a wash over the gold. Because in addition to the red scabbard, these were differences that the captains had in the Weta Workshop Chronicles book, which are really good. You should definitely get those. They're actually, you can get them really cheap on Amazon, so do that. They're amazing, really help your painting out. And yeah, so that was something that the captains had in those books. Pretty much he's just been washed otherwise. I mean, all the recesses show up better and toned down a bit. So then I'll get into the highlights and come back when those are done. And this is my Iron Hills Captain highlighted. So I've pretty much done all the highlights on. In fact, I have done all the highlights, and even a bit of an extra wash on areas that needed to be rewashed. So pretty much what I've done for the metal is my light blue steel highlight. And for the gold, I put on first Gehenna's gold, and then Auroric Armor gold. For the beard, which I base coated in Fire Dragon Bright, I then washed it with Reichland Flesh Shade, dry brushed it in Fire Dragon Bright again, and then did one more light dry brush with Troll Slayer Orange. And then I put white over it because I figured that if these guys were veterans of Alzanul Zimbar, then they would have a more white beard than Dane, who was actually very young in that battle. So I figured he would have quite a bit of white in his beard. So yeah, the red is pretty much no different unless it had to be fixed, except for the cloak and the crest as well, which I highlighted in increasing bright, going from corn red to Wasdaka red to Evil Sun Scarlet, and all pretty watered down to make a nice even transition. The fur, I just dry brushed in Gorthor Brown. And that, oh yeah, the skin, I just did one highlight in Vestigor Flesh. And the eyes, I did in Creamite White, and then a Baden Black for the pupils. And that is the Iron Hills Captain highlighted. I'll come back when he's been weathered and put on his base. Welcome back. This is my Iron Hills Captain with warspear and shield, completely done, weathered and put on his base. So the first weathering I did was actually mud that I put on his boots and on his cape. You can't really see it on the boots because he's standing on it. It's only slightly around the edge if you look carefully. But then I put mud on his cape because in the Dwarves' Long March to Erebor, they probably would have gone through some mud. As well as I've put soot, a bit of soot on the cape in spots, on the shield, and just in general, different places to give him that really grim, weathered veteran look. So yeah, that is the Iron Hills Captain with warspear and shield done. So, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby, and Asmenruki Astu. Thank you.